So Vidura was explaining what is the difference between asking this question to Yudhishthira. What is the difference between Vrata and Patini? You know, that starving and fasting. So both the days you don't have your lunch, but when you are fasting, you are mentally prepared and you are not affected by the consequence. But on the starving day, we are not mentally prepared and you feel like, oh my god, 1 o'clock, where is my lunch? 2 o'clock, where is my 4? I have not eaten my lunch. What is that? You know, that disturbs. So Vidura said, I don't know, Yudhishthira, what is happening to you, but one thing you can do. Think the next 12 years is your vrata. It is your austerity. You are voluntarily preparing. You know, this is as simple as we go in front of people and saying that, Prabhuji, I am a low class devotee, Prabhuji. I am fallen, Prabhuji. When you say that, it doesn't hurt you. But when the other devotee says, you are a fallen devotee, when he says that, immediately you get hurt. But when you go and say that, you know, in the beginning, that I am fallen, that doesn't hurt. In the same way, you decide to fast, you decide to starve, it doesn't hurt. When they don't give you food, then it hurts. So prepare yourself. It is a tiny correction in your mind. A tiny correction you have to do in your mind that you are ready for this, then it won't hurt. So in this way, the next 12 years, Pandavas faced that. So beautiful lesson about mind is given by Vidura and Jatabarata to Raghuguna Maharaja. Then he concludes about Supreme Lord. This is amazing. How smart a devotee is, even though he is preaching so many things, and finally came to the Param Satya. Finally he came and said, Krishna, Vasudeva is the supreme. He uses the word Vasudeva. Jataparta says, simply surrender to Vasudeva. That is the conclusion of everything. And he says that, and he gives his life as an example. To Raghuna he says, I was a Bharata Maharaj. Then I became deer. Then I took this body, Jatabarata. What and all I have went through. What has happened in my life. And he spoke this amazingly. And he says, simply surrender to Lord Krishna and Vasudeva. That is the ultimate knowledge. Your life will be benefited. And he speaks so beautifully about Supreme Personality of Godhead. It's an amazing conversation that took place in between Jatabarata and Raghuna Maharaja. And in the last chapter, chapter number 13, I have edited so many things. I have not explained so many things. What is that? It is very important. One thing I missed. I was talking about the tapas. Brahmachari's tapas is celibacy. Grahastha's tapas is self-satisfaction. So what they do is, anyway, if you don't take responsibility for spirituality, material life will be keep on dumping responsibilities upon you, that we are never free from responsibilities. Either you take pressure spiritually, or you will be forced to take pressure materially. This is very important. Some devotees, they will skip and they will not take responsibility spiritually. They may have the talent for preaching, but they may not do. They may have the talent for managing, organizing, serving. They may not do. They will be lazy, mentally lethargic, and they will skip. My dear devotees, within no time, material world will add one more weight on you. You will be running around. See, for example, I was starting with this example. Today afternoon, Monday afternoon, 12 o'clock, I am going to get slapped. This is my fate, destiny. 12 o'clock, somebody is going to slap me. That is my destiny. I have to face that. But what I do, at 11 o'clock, I slap myself. So what happens? The pain is less. Because I hit myself, there is no pain. And the 12 o'clock slap by karma is muted by this. Hope you understand. That is why sages voluntarily take tapasya. Why do we take tapasya? Chaturmas. If you like, you can take, not compulsory. You want to fast on Krishna Janmashtami day? If you like, you can fast on Janmashtami day, no compulsory. You can fast on Acharya's days. You can fast on special days. These are all not compulsory. But Ekadashi fasting is very compulsory. Ekadashi fasting is must. Other fastings are voluntary. By fasting on Janmashtami, you will progress in spiritual life. By fasting on Ekadashi, you become sin free. There are two different purposes in fasting. So what we do? We fast voluntarily. So sages take tapasya voluntarily. Voluntarily, when they do severe tapasya, all those trouble which material nature is supposed to dump on them will get deleted. Very simple it is. This next 1 month, 1 week, this thing, I'm going to take this tapasya. If I decide that, then for next 1 year, whatever trouble Maya is going to give me, whatever trouble my karma is going to give me, all will get deleted. That is why sages do tapasya. That is why household devotees take certain kind of tapasya. And what are the tapasya a householder is taking? Waking up in the early morning and chanting Krishna's name. What is the tapasya a householder is taking? He's tolerating with the family members and taking them all towards Krishna without likes and dislikes. That is all the tapasya we have to do. And this tapasya can save us from big karmic reaction. That is why sages do severe tapasya, because they want to completely negate the karmic reaction. They do things for themselves. They take voluntarily tapasya. I'm not going to eat. I'm standing on the fire. I'm standing with one leg. I'm standing upside down. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. And they take all this tapasya so that karmic reactions will be completely deleted. Right? So tapasya plays a very big role. Beautiful lessons spoken by Jadabharata. And finally he concludes about Vasudeva. Krishna is everything and surrendering to Krishna is the ultimate thing. That's all. Raghuguna Maharaja had tears in his eyes. What a wonderful personality. It is Krishna's, God's arrangement that I met you. This is Narayana's arrangement that I met you. And what a stupid person to treat you like a servant. As a parihara, as a prayashchitta, I will be your servant forever. And from that day, Raghuguna turned to be a great spiritualist. And Jadabharata traveled from village to village spreading this message. He was preaching. He was distributing this message to people. And Jadabharata waited to leave his body and went back to Godhead. The beautiful 3 lives of Bharata Maharaja. It is amazing, wonderful. So I request once again, please go. It is a small chapter, chapter 5:13, and amazing lessons, 20-30 shlokas. Just go through it. You will get beautiful things. Thank you so much. I thank Varadagopal Prabhu and Balram Desh Management, Manibhushan Prabhu and Krishna Katha Desh Management, Siddhagauram Prabhu, Bahurupa Prabhu and Avatari Desh for arranging this wonderful opportunity.